People have always wanted to fly, and although right now there are hundreds of airplanes in the air, a personal flying car is still a dream, or is it not? Don't forget to subscribe this channel for more future technology. VMO, the Flying Tiger. Volkswagen Group China today unveiled its first electric vertical takeoff and landing passenger drone prototype as part of its strategy to explore and break new ground in fully electric and sustainable individual mobility concepts. In 2020, Volkswagen Group China launched a vertical mobility project to explore the next generation of mobility solutions, including the urban air mobility market and the extension of urban traffic into airspace. After intensive research, conceptual work, and development, the project team has now developed its first validation model, the VMO. This initial prototype has also been nicknamed the Flying Tiger due to its distinctive black and gold livery, which was painted to commemorate its launch in the Year of the Tiger. The prototype concept is based on existing autonomous driving solutions and battery technology for emission-free mobility. With a luxury X-wing configuration of 11.2 meters in length and a span width of 10.6 meters, the model features 8 rotors for vertical lift and 2 propellers for horizontal flight. The group will conduct several flight tests later this year to optimize the concept, and an improved prototype will undergo further advanced test flights by late summer 2023. In its final future iteration, the fully electric and automated VTOL could eventually carry 4 passengers plus luggage over a distance of up to 200 kilometers. Urban air mobility is a fast-emerging market which aims to utilize airspace for short and medium-distance connections, especially above and between large cities. In China, it is set to play a significant role in the future of urban and intercity transportation in its congested megacities. In the first phase of its commercial use, VMO is likely to be pitched as a premium product for high-net-worth tech-savvy Chinese customers, for example for VIP air shuttle services. eVTOL air vehicles will be able to transport passengers more quickly and efficiently than current conventional means of terrestrial transport, and with greater flexibility. As the vertical mobility project develops, Volkswagen Group China will work with the relevant Chinese authorities to achieve certification. 2. XPENG X2. An affiliate of XPENG, is the largest flying car company in Asia. Integrating intelligent vehicles and modern aviation, we are dedicated to producing the safest intelligent electric flying car for individual users. In the future, we will provide products and solutions in the field of 3D transportation, including urban air transportation, scenic spot sightseeing, emergency rescue, air patrol, etc. The latest Supernova and XPENG flying car family share the design DNA with P7. Entire airframe is made of carbon fiber, fully enclosed 2-seater cockpit. The Functionalist and XPENG flying car family, it can add subsidiary platforms according to different scenarios, which can be used for air patrol, emergency rescue, and so on. The Knockout and XPENG flying car family won German Red Dot Award for its exterior design, super big propeller arms, largest capability, a new platform for scenic spot sightseeing in the air, pure design like a water drop. Sharing the design DNA with P7, the drag coefficient of the flying car is extremely low. XPENG Aero showcased the flying car XPENG X2 at Car Expo in Sweden. XPENG Aero attended the e-Car Expo in Stockholm, Sweden from April 29 to May 1, 2022. During the exhibition, XPENG X2 was revealed to the Swedish public. This is the first time that XPENG X2 was exhibited in Europe and has attracted many people to visit, including government officials, local authorities, and many media outlets. Flying cars, a viable solution for the future of mobility. Flying cars have long been used to describe what the future may hold. XPENG Aeroht is the largest flying car company in Asia and also an affiliate of XPENG, which is dedicated to producing the safest intelligent flying car for individual users. Innovation and development in mobility are progressing rapidly. 10 years ago, it was almost unthinkable to drive an electric car. Today, it may seem impossible to fly with your car. If no one builds the future, it is still difficult to imagine. At XPENG, we have long worked with an intelligent electric flying car, and we are very happy to finally be able to show the X2 in Europe, said Elvis Chang, Nordic director of XPENG. City Airbus Next Gen is an all-electric, 4-seat vertical takeoff and landing prototype. Based on a lift and cruise concept, it boasts an 80 km operational range and a cruise speed of 120 km per hour, making it perfectly suited to zero-emission flight operations for a variety of applications in our cities and communities. The idea for an efficient air transport service between strategic locations in urban and suburban environments, and what we now call City Airbus Next Gen, first originated from our belief that urban mobility can be moved into the sky in a sustainable way. With decades of experience certifying aircraft, Airbus successfully developed 2 electric VTOL demonstrators, City Airbus and Bahana. The lessons learned from this double demonstrator approach, as well as the continuous improvements in sound technology across Airbus' portfolio of products, have been essential to creating the City Airbus Next Gen prototype, Airbus' new generation of VTOL. The Macrobat 1. the frontier for agile complex technology system evolution. We are bringing sustainable mobility to Africa. Like our mathematical namesake, the fractal, our philosophy is to employ a dynamic systems thinking approach to problem solving. Introducing the MACROBAT1, an African perspective on the personal aerial vehicle. Dabbling in the space of futuristic flying cars is cool and a very convenient side effect of the project. However, the primary focus of the aircraft is to address Africa's most critical transportation challenges. In particular, this refers to the mobility of people and stuff to areas that are not easily accessible by land-based transport infrastructure. A mean, green, clean, flying machine satisfying the immediate global need to reduce carbon emissions. The aircraft is powered by 100% green, electric propulsion technology. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Well, it's a plane that looks like a bird and is named after a mammal. Let's face it, battery technology is awesome, but it's still going through puberty. So we'll give it a few years to mature, and in the meantime, compensate for it with a highly efficient aerodynamic design. Inherently safe, most aircraft wings are only able to lift after showing some gains in speed. The innovative Macrobat wing is able to generate lift at low speeds, thus ensuring safe, controlled landings, regardless of the state of the propulsion system. As a result of the pivotal wing design, the suitably named electric near vertical takeoff and landing delivers envious performance, even from uneven terrain. Optionally piloted, the Macrobat can operate as an aircraft or as a drone one. It can be piloted by a person, remotely piloted with a passenger, or remotely piloted with cargo only. Advanced manufacturing, combining modern manufacturing techniques with smart, sustainable materials and a modular design, makes it possible for the aircraft to carry its own spare parts. Technical specifications: 150 km maximum range, 150 kg payload, 180 km per hour maximum speed. SkyDrive's SD3. SkyDrive expresses a new urban future life. How wonderful our flying car is for your daily life. Enjoy exploring your journey with your eyes by riding on our SD3. SkyDrive demo flight in the 2020 summer, freedom for everyone to run in the sky. The future is now. SkyDrive Co., Limited, which develops flying cars from Japan, is a collection of such thoughts. It is a startup that was launched mainly by engineers in each field of aircraft, drones, and automobiles. It was founded mainly by members of the volunteer group CARTIVATOR, which was established in 2012. Japan's flying car takes first piloted test flight off the ground. The future is now. In Japan, the Toyota-backed startup SkyDrive conducted the first public run of their flying vehicle. Whizzing around the Toyota test field, the single-passenger flying car made quite an impression. Though the flight lasted just 4 minutes, it is an incredible achievement for SkyDrive. Designed to be the world's smallest electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicle, SkyDrive's SD3 model takes up the space of just 2 parked cars. The sleek cabin is surrounded by 8 rotors powered by individual engines, which ensures safety during emergency situations. While the test drive is certainly a breakthrough, there's still work to be done. SkyDrive is hoping to complete enough test flights in the enclosed area to meet safety provisions that will allow the team to take it for flights outside the test field. Currently, this futuristic mode of transit can only fly for just 5 to 10 minutes. SkyDrive President Tomohiro Fukuzawa hopes that this can be expanded to 30 minutes, which would make the vehicle helpful in exports. We want to realize a society where flying cars are an accessible and convenient means of transportation in the skies, and people are able to experience a safe, secure, and comfortable new way of life, says Fukuzawa. The aim of SkyDrive is to have its flying car on the market by 2023. To do so, the company will be making a big push in the coming years, helped in part by Toyota's funding and the expertise of its engineers. Whatever hurdles it faces, one thing is for certain: they've brought us one step closer to living out our Jetsons fantasy. Bartini. We see the future where an on-demand aircraft arrives to pick you up at a takeoff pad no farther than 7 minutes walking distance and provides safe and fast access to 100 times more opportunities than our car does today. We shall no longer decline a job, a hobby, or a relationship because of a longer commute. We want this ultimate freedom to always get to the right place at the right time. We want to give a lift to humanity. Electric vertical takeoff and landing autonomous aerial vehicle Bartini is an electric VTOL that is efficient both on the ground and in flight. Takes a space of 2 car parking lots and uses aerodynamic lift. It has a carrying body that provides aerodynamic lift in cruise mode after the aircraft takes off, gains ground speed, and tilts the rotors perpendicular to the ground. The aircraft is designed to fly at 300 km per hour. Hydrogen fuel cell modification shall cover the distance of up to 550 km over almost 2 hours, while lithium battery modification will range 150 km on 30 minutes of flight. The configuration allows for considerable noise control. The configuration is intended to serve the interests of the 3 major stakeholders: the city, the operator, and the passenger. The aircraft shall operate within a wide variety of perimeter variables. Engineering and design excellence is achieved through strong collaboration across aircraft engineering, automotive and mobility systems design, urban planning, air traffic management and ground infrastructure operations. Hyundai SA1. Dubbed the SA1, the electric-powered PAV will be able to carry 4 passengers on trips of up to 60 miles. The Air Taxi, which will bypass traffic by flying at altitudes of approximately 1,000 to 2 feet, can reach a top speed of 180 miles per hour, making it Hyundai's fastest vehicle. Hyundai is the latest automaker to turn its attention from the roads to the skies, partnering with Uber to design a concept for a future air taxi service. The vehicle is one potential incarnation of a concept Hyundai called urban air mobility, wherein small, electric passenger vehicles would make use of the airspace above cities. Alongside the vehicle, it presented designs for the ground-based infrastructure to support a flying taxi service run by the likes of partner Uber. This includes a hub structure with a landing pad on top and an adaptive minibus that Hyundai calls the purpose-built vehicle. Also electric, these PBVs could be customized to serve different functions as they ferry passengers from their pickup point to the hub for takeoff. Hyundai suggests a coffee shop and a medical clinic as 2 examples. The UAM concept is Hyundai's take on an emerging technology of VTOL, which stands for Electric Vertical Takeoff and Landing. With rotor-powered flight eliminating the need for a runway and electric engines keeping the noise level down, such aerial vehicles could perform short flights over or between cities. Uber has been one of the companies leading the VTOL charge and has presented several aerial vehicle concepts since 2017. Previous designs have included a collaboration with NASA and another with Bell Helicopter. With the UAM concept, the vehicles would be piloted in the early stages of commercialization, but Hyundai intends them to eventually travel autonomously like personal drones.